Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the AVS Show. Thank you so much for tuning in once again to our channel. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel, and after the show, go on Instagram. Find us at the AVS Show. Throughout the whole conversation, you can join in by commenting below, okay? All right, what is going on? What are we talking about today?
A while ago, Stonebwoy, Ghana dancehall artist, talks about task government to fix potholes on the Tema motorway. And we already know that in Africa, we have a huge problem with the roads and infrastructure. He himself was in an accident with his twin brother where he lost his twin brother and he got hurt really, really bad till he had surgery to fix himself to be able to walk. And also, in Ghana, Ebony Rain was lost from a horrible accident at 18. She was just getting ready to be 21. So ghastly accident, and there's an ongoing huge outcry from the citizens there for these people to fix the roads because they're taking tolls, but they're not fixing the roads. So why are you collecting tolls and collecting all this money from people, but you're not fixing the basic thing that's getting them from point A to point B? It's causing accidents. The potholes, the bridge passes are to the side. Everything is kind of coming inside of some buses are flying off the highways and things like that. So can you imagine yourself? You're on this road, and then all of a sudden, you know what I'm saying? Because of a huge pothole, your whole car is toppled over. So what do you guys think about this? This is an ongoing thing in Africa, like with infrastructure. That's how the Chinese actually come to Africa. They're fixing our roads, right?
Yeah.
But it's an ongoing problem. What are your thoughts?
The truth is, in every budget, they do set aside
allocations
for infrastructure. The problem therein is the people that they allocate these contracts to. That's the reason why we have these roads bad. And even when they go ahead to fix these roads, they use cheap materials that would end up, the road will end up getting bad in like a couple of months. So we need to first of all trace it back to where the problem lies and then work from there on up. Because whether we talk from now to next year, it will continue until the people that are collecting these contracts, the people with greed, until we stop the greed that lies within Africa.
Absolutely.
In Ghana, in Nigeria, in Burundi, name whatever country, government contracts is like the biggest. People will open their stomach wide and embezzle because they give them a mobilization fee to carry out these contracts. The one that they give them would be enough to do the entire project. Why? And still remain, because they will use substandard products. True. People end up dying from this. So how do we vet the people that we give the contracts to? How do we vet the people the kind of materials that are being used? Is there a testing system? Do we have all these things set in place to avoid all of this from happening?
Yes. And it's crazy because even when you're traveling on some of those highways, the lighting is bad too. There's no you can't see anything. So it's all person for themselves. The car could be coming at you. You're not seeing the car coming. So why is that not common sense that your citizens should be safe?
They don't care. They fly. They fly on private jets. They don't travel through this road, so they don't care. It's an African thing. It's general. It's not just, like Ghana or Nigeria. All the roads are bad. The only roads that are good are the roads that leads to the government houses. That's the fact.
That's good. That's a good one.
That's the fact. And it's so unfortunate because, like you said, they use poor materials. And the materials that are actually used to construct these roads, the bitumen, the asphalt and everything, they are produced in Africa, in our soil. They are there. But when they give these contracts to these people, for example, #1 million or 2 million naira, they get a contract that will cost you 800,000 naira. 200,000 naira is okay. But they would rather use the 200,000 naira to do the contract and keep 800,000 naira.
That's crazy.
So even if you see them working road construction, the road is smooth, just give it 1 month. Just 1 month. It's down again.
It's crazy. So according to Serve.org, the top 3 countries with good quality roads are Namibia, South Africa, and Rwanda. It's not perfect. It's not all the way there. But when they compare it with other countries, they are the top 3. With that being said, I always see them fixing roads in Africa, in Ghana. And it seems to me that they always do it during election time. And it's all
so you get to voting poll.
and it's all part of the campaign. So when election is about to start, then NDC and people will start fixing certain roads. And they know what kind of roads they fix. They fix the roads that their own people are. So you see them fixing road in, let's say, Fadama. And then after the election, they'll stop.
construction on everything.
Right, midpoint.
Midpoint, they'll stop because they lost the election, and when the other person comes in, they don't continue to do it. They end up doing other projects as well. So yes, we are doing roads, but is it quality? Is it good quality?
Yeah.
You know, if they're not lasting. You see them fixing roads for like 3 months, and after a big rain, here comes the potholes again.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So we have to also look at that as well. When it comes to accidents, some of the causes of the accident are not just the roads. Can we get some of these cars off the roads?
How
Some
about
of
that?
these cars
Heavy duty
Are
trucks,
not
left
vetted.
and right.
Those cars are not vetted
they have no business
to be on any road.
any road. I don't
Any
care
road.
if it's highway, rough road, park it somewhere. Use it as a container. They're not supposed to be on the road because it's dangerous.
It's
The
dangerous.
overloading, the
Emissions.
the speeding,
And emissions.
the speeding of it
Emissions.
all. And
And some of them
most
carry
of the
gas,
people that are
oil.
driving in Africa don't have driver's license. They paid for it. They didn't go to the
Driving school. They didn't learn
for it.
anything.
All of those things factor in
To accidents.
on accidents.
Yes.
So we also need to look at that as well.
I can't speak to Ghana, but I can speak to Nigeria because I know in Lagos there's this thing that they have. It's called roadworthiness, and you have to get that in order for your car to be on the road. In order for your car
it's
to be-
here, it's
from
everywhere.
Federal Road Safety
Right,
Commission, right?
right.
But you
So,
can pay
like-
for that. You can pay for it.
But the thing is, you're
You have to
supposed,
test the
they're supposed
car.
to check your car.
Yes.
Now, this is where the problem is. A lot of times they don't check the cars.
No.
When you check the cars on the road, you start to wonder, how did this car pass roadworthiness? How is this car roadworthy?
You see cars with only
'Cause
three
you have-
tires.
Exactly.
Two
you
in
have,
front,
you have
one
a
behind.
trailer that has only 3 tires, and the fourth one is the wheel itself, and it's grinding the road. Of course, with that, if this one completes its journey, the entire road has been marked.
Yes.
And from there, it starts to break apart. Not only that, you also have local governments that already have this allocation, for the road to be done, but they embezzle the money. Now, when they hear that the governor, because it happened, I witnessed this one in 2016 in Lagos. Governor Ambode was coming to our area in Kotuegbe. The next thing you know, a road that has been bad for over 7 years, they haven't touched that road. They will start to walk, they will leave it. They'll start to walk around, like you said, election period, they'll leave it. They finished the entire road, they tarred it. Shiny road before this guy came in like a week.
Yeah,
They got
that's
it
to
done
tell you that the
in a
money is
week.
there, but they don't want to do the job.
But they embezzle it because there's no way this man will come and pass that road and not ask questions.
Absolutely.
It was bad. I mean, like, you're driving, your car is almost
dangerous.
capsizing
And-
because the road is that bad.
Yeah.
So it's still our people that are doing these things. They're the
So-
ones stealing the money, embezzling money, not giving out contracts, giving contract out to substandard contractors.
I don't know if you guys saw that accident in Nigeria, in Ibadan Expressway.
Yeah,
It
that
was
happened.
horrible with a tanker truck blew up.
great.
So the thing about it is, like, in the USA, tanker trucks and certain trucks can drive at certain times of the day. So why is it broad day? Why is it during the day when there's huge traffic, as a tanker truck being allowed with a fuel truck being allowed to drive in between little cars? There has to be some regulations on when trucks can drive through the. That's another thing too. If these big old trucks are in between all of these little cars, they're sitting ducks. So people literally just burnt in their cars. So you cannot allow, and it has to be. There's also different lanes. I don't know if you guys, when you're going to Jersey or whatever.
Yeah.
There's a tractor trailer lane. There's a regular car lane.
Right.
Why are regular cars and tractor trailers on the same lane?
Fighting for the same
You
lane.
know, it's not safe. It's like just simple rules can help in taking down those accident rates.
Yeah,
Speaking of
that's
safety.
that's a great point. There's a road. I was watching this documentary, and there's a road that links Cameroon to Nigeria. The leaders have made it a point not to fix the road,
Badagry Expressway.
not to fix the road because it might create people freely driving in and out of the country, being they coming from Nigeria to Cameroon and Cameroon to Nigeria. So they have intentionally left the road to be like this all the way. So now, if you're a man, like the government's driving, let's see, and people are still driving on those roads.
Yeah.
It's
They even smuggle
at
cars
this point,
in.
it's not even do or
Yeah.
die. It's do and die. When you go through those roads like that, you are going to end up dying.
It's a risk. It's a risk.
And no 911 is going to come. No emergency number is going to come, risking their life as well to come and save you.
Speaking of dying and safety, apart from accidents, one of the dangers of bad express roads in Africa
Robbery.
is robbery.
Ha.
That happens a lot. I have
What do you mean
experienced.
robbery?
I have experienced it when I was in Delta States. Because there was a time I was living in Warri when I was schooling in Abraka, Delta State University. There's one bad road in Eku Abraka Expressway. I pray they have fixed that road. If you see the ditch, you can swim inside. that place is called danger zone. So if you are traveling, don't drive beyond that road. Don't drive towards that road from like 6 p.m. upwards at night, because there are boys waiting in the bush with guns. When you get to pothole, you must slow down. You don't have a choice, because if you speed up,
you have to go
you speed
like
into death. So by the time you slow down, they tell you, hey, welcome. What
Thank
you
you.
bring for us? They put gun on you.
Empty your
So
pockets.
potholes are also danger zones for both accidents and high rates of robbery.
Robbery.
That's the
Abuja
problem.
and Jos, that happens big time.
When I
Yeah.
was reading into this topic, I came up with a whole bunch of things that we can do, the governments can do to solve this road accidents, because it hits home. My grandfather died from accident. 4 trucks passed on him, died. His wife found out about it because the blood oozed all the way to the house, because it was in front of his. People are driving reckless in Ghana. They don't utilize the lights. So when they are driving and they want to make a left turn, they're not going to use the light to signal. They're going to do pee and then left turn. We have to find out, solve all these issues so things like this don't happen. The market sellers, I love you guys. When I'm driving and I see them carrying all those things and selling, it's all good. But let's go to safety. It's not safe. It's not safe. Selling the ice water, I know you have to make a living, but is that more important than your life? It's a living life, but find somewhere safe to sell your goods instead of doing it on the roads, jaywalking. People just walking on the highway like it's nothing. Playa
They cross half, then cross
Even when
again.
And they're not arrested. Yes.
They won't take it. They don't want to climb
It will
stairs.
only take you 10 minutes to walk to the bridge and then cross. But no, you want to jump fences like you're monkeys.
It's crazy. It's
and
terrible.
jump it and then endangering your life. And also, can we invest in good quality traffic lights?
Yeah.
I
Road
come to
signs,
a center
general
and the
road
green
signs.
and the right is both on.
The green and
Where
the
am I
white.
going to go? Am I
The green
stopping?
and the
green and the right.
And then you're
The
going
green
to
and the
see
right.
me on the highway dancing, because I don't know whether I should go
Should
or
I go?
stay. I don't know
Stay
maybe
where
where to
you
go.
are. Stay where you
So
are.
we should invest in all of those things. Those things factor in
Absolutely.
to have good, roads and to save
Safe
our
roads.
lives. Please,
Yeah.
government.
Also, for the people that defy all this, the traffic light rules, is there like a set punishment besides getting there? Because a lot of times you
They
have
give you a ticket for jaywalking in New York.
Yeah, but then
should-
in Africa, when the policeman stops you or the road safety guy stops you, you bribe them. That's it. Or
That's
they
it.
take you
They
to the
don't- they
office.
don't
You
follow
bribe
up.
them in office. That's it. They'll just ask you, where's your VIO papers or where's your road safety, your insurance and your roadworthiness. You have that. Okay, find me something, and then you go. There has to be punishable law set that when you do cross the red lights, and we see you were able to get your phone number, now the plate number, now that you can find plate numbers online. Like they have a system, Lagos State, they have a system set up that if I put my plate number there, I can find out the details about my plate number. So now that we have that set, can we now start punishing people that run red light? Because they do that in Lagos. They will speed past red light there and see they have a place to go to, but there's traffic in front. So where are you running to?
But what about Debbie? What about this with the onset of cell phones? They're on their cell phones, big body. There's even a video of a man driving his what's that yellow bus? What I'm saying? Nowhere. He has eba and egusi soup and he's eating his food as he's driving the car. So can you multitask like that and keep make sure your eyes is on the road?
you
It's
can't.
funny
It's
you mentioned
literally,
that.
and you should not be on your cell phone when you're driving a
shouldn't
bunch
be
of
on
people.
anything.
It's funny you mentioned that. In Lagos, I keep saying Lagos because I reside in Lagos. In Lagos, right? Drinking while driving, be it beverage, eating while driving, be it gala, is smoking while driving is
It's
all
wrong.
illegal.
Yep.
They actually they termed it illegal. So it's funny
They're
that
not
guy
stopping.
did that
They're
because
not
that's an
stopping.
illegal act he had recorded.
Very, very illegal.
But the
Even
thing
taking
is,
your phone call now, they're supposed to give you
Stop you.
tickets.
Yes.
In Lagos, too.
That should be all over the place because all those are distractions. Because you, in a snap of an eye,
Of course.
you picking up a phone, boom. You don't even know.
Of
you know,
course.
that's why they say do the Bluetooth, but we're not good to do that in a mode where.
But now all those conditions are conditions that will keep you focused and safe so that you don't get into the pothole.
Yeah.
But how are we going to fix these potholes, the bad roads, first of all? Because that's the first problem. Because people are actually giving contracts, but they don't execute
Paying
the contracts.
tolls.
to hold them accountable.
No, you see,
Shine
you know,
their
I love
eyes.
you, but every time you go straight to the government.
Yeah.
You go straight to the leaders. we can do it as well. If you see a pot, let me tell you something. If you see a pothole in your neighborhood, you don't have to
They
wait.
fine you for doing that, though.
No,
you can't
They
do that.
fine you. They
For
fine
doing-
you
Yes.
for fixing the hole. They
No.
fine you.
No,
Get
not
in touch
fixing.
with
You
your-
can take a photo.
No, you get in touch with your assemblyman. You get in touch with your assemblyman. If you
Small.
know, if you guys have to contribute,
Isn't the
if you have to
assemblyman
work-
isn't it part of the government?
no,
Isn't
but
that
I'm
your-
saying, hold on, but I'm saying you don't leave it to them for them to do it. You can take action by raising money.
In Lagos proper, I was like, if you go and this one guy who's a wealthy guy, he wants to fix the road leading to his house to drive his Lambo in, but they literally called police on him and they were fined.
But
They
why?
fined him because that's
a
not
government-
part.
the
It's a
road belongs
government
to the
duty.
government,
It does
though.
not belong to a private citizen.
There are federal roads
You
and
know?
state roads. It's not even in Nigeria. There are federal roads and state roads. So the particular geographical region, every road that passes that region belongs to the federal government. Then there are some that belong to state government. So you have to know the sector that is in charge of that area. Then you have to consult with the right authorities, maybe the head of National Assembly or your local councillor, your local government.
And then when you give them the money, they spend the money. The money
spend it.
disappears because he then
What a
gave.
waste.
Oh, let me donate money to that road is still broken. So does it? Like it's just literally we are going backwards to go forward.
It's terrible.
It makes no sense. It's really hurting the communities, hurting people. Even a street sweeper just last week was bang as she was sweeping the road.
Oh my God.
A car rolled over her. She was just left dead, bleeding right there on the in Lagos. So I'm like, so even a street sweeper is not even safe. So think about like everybody else.
Yeah. Recently, in Ghana, in Adenta area, the youth came out and protested. They burned tires. They really wanted the government to pay attention to them. And the president of Ghana came out and released a statement that they're going to fix. What it was people kept dying on that highway because there was no bridge.
The overpass is
there
not
was no
there.
bridge. So every time they want to cross, they just cross instead of finding a bridge.
Yeah.
So maybe protest. Because when they did in Adenta, the government heard about
Responded,
it and released a statement, and they are going to fix that area. So yes, so the contribution doesn't work, let's protest peacefully. I'm not saying burn tires now, but there are ways to let your voice
Draw
heard, and we
attention to
can
the government,
also do that. In Nigeria, per month, 456 roads accidents, and these are the ones that are being recorded. So there are more, but per month, when I did my research, that's a lot.
And before ambulance will come and get you, you will
that's
die
another
there.
thing.
No,
You will die there.
No accident. And one of the causes is the overload of these buses.
Hey.
You have like billions of loads on top of the car. Mami Agbo in the car, heavy women in the car. And then the car is driving like this.
I've seen a model like that even the driver had a passenger by him. So the space no do you. You put passenger inside your own side and it's driving.
Meanwhile, Timani, while they were driving from all them hours driving, there's a goat at the back.
And then a car will run into the road.
So
and then
all
drive
of
recklessly too.
all of this, my people, it causes accidents. And also the driver, some of these drivers are tired. Long hours of
Back and
driving.
forth. Yes.
You know what I mean? Since we have co-pilots, can we have co-drivers? Can it be a must for these truck drivers that drive so many hours?
Yeah,
so they can switch and do certain things because this causes accidents and it sucks.
It does.
It's not safe. It's not safe.
And it's about the
anymore.
hustle. It's the hustle. They have to make money. And it's some of the ways that our people are making money is by their own businesses. And doing your own business, kind of takes all of your time. So you have to do it a little bit more, a little bit harder. It's not like they even have funding for people to have their own businesses driving buses or anything like that. They created all these new bus stops and things. Those buses that are not fit for things are still on the road.
I want to know what qualifies somebody to be. I don't know what they call the traffic
Public
guys.
transporter?
No, we have
Traffic
police.
police.
Is this traffic
Yellow
police?
fever. What do you call them?
Traffic
They
police.
show you the way.
Yes.
Some people don't know what they are doing.
They sure don't.
They're over there voguing.
Doing coupe challenge on top of
Doing the
traffic.
coupe. By the time you realize
Drinking cold beer.
the whole bunch of traffic.
Drinking cold beer. Don't forget that one.
Drinking cold beer while doing it. What is the requirements? Like, do you go to school for that, or they just give you a cap and a hat? And my friend, go Go control that
white
traffic
glove.
over
I
there.
wish there was an independent body that really looked at what the curriculum looks like
Yes.
for number one, the police department, traffic safety, just
Road
sanitation,
safety
safety,
department.
all of that. Because what is the curriculum? What is the criteria? What's the policies and procedures? Like, what is that in Africa? Because it seems like it's just like, you know, go do as you do.
Yeah.
You know, it doesn't make any sense.
I also don't understand. In Ghana during Easter time, everybody wants to drive to Cool Mountains.
What's happening there?
Wait, what?
Well, it's a place. It's called Cool. Everybody wants to drive there.
What's happening there?
Partying, and it's like Easter. It's like they celebrate Easter, and that's where you go.
Okay.
So during those times, that's when a lot of accidents happen.
Oh my God.
And my people are still going to the mountains.
Every year.
Go mountains.
Wow.
They have to go and get their chicken. They have to go fried goats.
It's just that they drive all the way. I've never
Up the
experienced
mountain.
all the mountains to go party.
Or they drive up the mountain.
It's a mountain. I've
And then
never
they're
been.
drunk coming down.
Yeah, they're drunk coming down. Why won't
Look
accidents
like-
They
happen?
put the car on neutral and start to
No,
roll down.
tell me why won't accidents happen?
Absolutely.
And these new scammers in Africa now, they want to show off their brand new cars.
Uh-huh.
They want to show off
They are
their
buying
Lamborghinis.
flat
and all
cars
that.
on bad
Speeding.
roads.
Why are you speeding in the ghetto? Why are you speeding in the hood?
With a short road.
With
the
a
road,
short-
the
Why
road
you
is this
go-
small.
Yes,
The road is this small. The road is this small.
No, think about it. Why? You see it in the music videos, 50 Cent cruising. Cruising
And then you wanna
in a good
cruise.
highway. Oh. They are cruising in a good highway.
Not the short road.
Not the Achia Mountain Road from here to and you're gonna die. You want sometimes when I'm driving and I see somebody just speed, I'm like, you know what, you're going to die.
Oh my God.
Why would you want to do that?
Yeah.
So the police need to look into all of those things. When you stop somebody in Lamborghini driving, speeding, and you stop them, there's a reason why you stop them, and it's not for you to get
Collect
money.
bribe.
And Charlie, don't forget rainy season. Rainy season is one of the
the road
worst.
is slippery.
Rainy season.
Yeah.
Because you know we get
Hidden.
because our land is so fertile in all of our. The rainy season is one of the worst. I'm so scared. When I was so scared. I was like, oh my God, my life, what is happening? Like when I got back to where I was going, I was so happy because when that rain is falling and those cars are speeding back and forth, and there is no rush. Sometimes you can take your time.
Yeah.
If you have what is the rush? If you go here and you don't get there at a certain time, you're fine. But if you go there and don't get there at all because you're dead, what happens then? You know?
And just so you know, like accidents happen, right?
Yes.
Accidents happen even on good quality roads. We see it all the time on the news.
Absolutely.
When it snows here, we become cautious about how we
Yeah,
drive.
because the road is
the
slippery.
tire that you're
Friction,
using with your
the friction
car?
is not
it
good.
good on rainy season?
Yes.
Is it good when it snows? Is it good when it's you have to?
Or is it one tire for everything?
Is it one tire for all season?
One size fits all.
So you have to look into that as well. Our
Absolutely.
people are dying. Ebony. We lost Ebony.
Wow.
One of the greatest, upcoming artists. We are losing people that we need. We might have lost, the person that will save our country from accidents.
True.
So we have to
Yes.
prevent that from happening, and it's also on us.
Yes.
The government will do what they have to do.
Absolutely.
But it's also
We also
on
have to be
us.
safe and
Yeah.
cautious. You're very right, Charlie.
Yeah.
It really falls on us. It gets
Drivers
us
stop
too.
driving around intoxicated because bus drivers too do that. They drive around inebriated, they're drunk, they're high on whatever
Angry.
they smoke. They're angry too, cursing people out,
Road
tracking
rage.
people, trying to collect the road from you when we're all going to get to where we're going to.
And who else are using the roads? Yes, we have the pedestrians, we have the drivers, also the bicycle people, the motorcycle
God.
people.
Don't even get me started. Okada people.
Okada
Don't get
people.
That one
me
is
started.
Okada is terrible. They don't listen. They don't even wait for traffic.
And keke na pep. Ha.
We all need to do our part. We love you guys for watching. Let us know in the comment section your thoughts on this topic. Until next time, you're watching the ABS show. This is MinaTV. Bye.
Thanks for watching. And if you liked this episode, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. See you next time.